Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
So, well, before I start speaking, I'm going to give you a little bit of a background with regards to myself. I've been working in high commissions, in embassies around the world for over 10 years. 6 of those years I've spent here in Lagos, not actually here, standing here. I have had to do some work as well, but 6 of those years I've spent here. I have family in Lagos. My father-in-law has been here 27 years.
Wow.
My brother-in-law's been here 18 years. And my wife's been here 12 years so far, and I think she's still at home. I'll have to check later just to make sure. So we don't know. I'm hoping she's still there. So we're looking at how can we work together to promote our goals. Quite simply, first thing, events like this brings people together, gets people sharing ideas, and that's a good thing. Gives me the opportunity to come and speak to you. It gives you an opportunity to maybe ask some questions at the end. So looking at how can we work together? Well, your company, your individual goals, they're going to be different from UKVI, but not that much different, because there are areas where we can work together. First of all, I'm going to touch on what we can do for you, and then we'll touch on maybe a few tips on what you can do to make the process easier for when you come to applying for visas. So what we can do is, we can commit to deciding your application on time. That's the first thing we can do. We can communicate with you at the earliest instance. If we require additional information, or if we require any additional information, then we'll ask you for that. If you've got anybody in your company or individuals who are applying for the first time and they've not travelled overseas before, maybe they're new to the company, but you want them to go on a business training course in the UK, or you want them to go with you to meet clients. First time applicants, they're going to be interviewed. It'll be a telephone interview, and it will be brief and to the point. So just make them aware that if you do get called, and if somebody is going to ask you some questions, it's not because they think there's some nefarious activities going on, it's just part of the procedure. And it's as simple as that. What we can also do is we can ensure that your application, whatever category you apply under, is assessed under the correct immigration rules. But what can you do? Well, I'm not going to stand here and tell you what you can do, because you're all successful businessmen and women, and you're here today, so I shouldn't be telling you anything like that. There are a lot of people who are travelling, a lot of people in the room today will be travelling for business purposes. There will be the occasional recreational purposes, where you're travelling to the UK, and you're travelling on a holiday with your family. That's fine, the process is still the same. Most people who are travelling for business will travel under the business visitor visa, or if you want to work in the UK, maybe you're seconded to a company, or you wish to travel to the UK to work for an extended period of time, then you'll apply under the points-based system. There's 2 different routes. The business visitor is for when you want to go for meetings, and you want to go there just to meet clients. You're only going to go in for a few days, maybe you go 5 or 6 days in London, you're flying in, you're flying back out again. You're not working as such, but you are having meetings, you're meeting shareholders perhaps. The business visitor rules, they've not changed. They're exactly the same as they were. The whole process has not changed. But there's a couple of things which you can do to prepare. If one of your clients or one of your members of staff wishes to travel, why are they going? Invite letters from the company in the UK, detailing the name of the person, who are they expecting, how long are they staying for, letters from your company, who is travelling, what's their passport numbers, how long are they going for, who is going to be funding the trip, is this something which they've decided to do themselves, are they travelling for business because maybe they want to meet clients to for a separate business, or are they traveling for the purpose of your business? If it's for the purpose of your business, is there something that you can do? Can you put in who is funding the application? Is it the company? If it's the company, do we need to see a bank statement to know that you're solvent? No. If you submit it, all the better. Personal applications, or people travelling who've not travelled before, perhaps they're going to look towards their own bank statements, their personal details. Have they got family here? How long have they been in the organisation? Maybe they've only just joined. Maybe they've just joined in the last 2-3 months. But maybe their portfolio shows that they've been working for other organisations for the last 15-20 years. On the application form, it will only show the first 2 months that they've been working for your organisation. So put in details of the previous employment as well. So it's handy, it builds up a picture, and it helps the officer who's assessing to see that this person is a credible candidate for a visa for the UK. Very simple. I touched on the points-based system. Now the points-based system, I don't know if anybody in the room has had the pleasure of using that system. Basically it's a tier 2, intercompany transfers, skills transfer, long-term employment, short-term employment. The rules haven't changed. The only thing that has changed is that when you previously had a tier 2 visa, you had to wait 12 months before you could apply for another tier 2 visa. They call it the cooling off period. Now I don't know whether that's a cooling off period for you or a cooling off period for everybody else in the UK. I don't know how it's going to work, but the rules have changed. If you're working in the UK under the tier 2 visa, and you've only been in the UK for the last 3 months, then you can apply again. You do not have to wait 12 months. So if you're going for a short term, intercompany transfer short term, 3-month period, and then you say, I want to go long term, but I don't want to wait 12 months, because I'll miss out opportunities. You can apply again. If you're there for more than 3 months, you will have to wait the 12-month cooling off period. So I'm going to give you a little brief scenario here, if you will indulge me. Okay. Monday morning, you're in the office, and you find out you've got an urgent meeting in London, Thursday, 7 o'clock. You check with your protocol officer, and you say, where's my visa? Do I have a current passport? Do I have a current visa? Oh, sorry sir, your visa is expired. Well, how are you going to get there? What are you going to do? 2 options. Do you put back the meeting to another date? Well, how would that look to your clients? It wouldn't look very good at you putting it back, and they'll ask you why, and having to explain that, oh, I forgot my visa expired. It's not going to look good. There's another option. Super priority visa. Super priority visa is the only application which will be assessed in Lagos from January next year. All other applications, the application process is exactly the same. You go to the visa application centre, but all other applications will be assessed in Sheffield. Only application here is super priority visa. I will be looking at it. So you have a face, okay? Not to complain to, but you have a face, okay? Okay. So you're there on Monday morning in the office, and you find out you've got a meeting on a Thursday morning. You ask somebody, you fill in the application form online, book an appointment for the Tuesday morning, go along to the visa application centre. Your application is then fast-tracked through to the British Deputy High Commission and is then returned the next day. You pick it up on Wednesday morning, fly out Wednesday night, maybe have some coffee, waking up a little bit, have your meeting, everybody's happy. So the SPV application process started 3 months ago. At the moment, it is students and visitors, so business visitors. It's not open at the moment to the Tier 2 points-based route, but that is something which they are looking into, and if there's significant demand, then of course they will introduce it to other categories. How much does it cost? It's not free. Unfortunately, it's not free. You know how much it costs? Exactly, and a snip at that as well. Worth every penny. It's worth every penny. Seriously, if you weigh this off against your business needs, your business requirements, if you're a student and you're a master's student, you're paying £40,000 for your study in the UK. £750 is a small fraction of that. If you need to attend a meeting and it's your company, £750. It's up to you. What I'm going to talk about now is maybe give you some top tips. I wouldn't say they're top tips, but they're tips as to what you can do to make the application process that little bit smoother. First thing, check the immigration rules. Have you met all the criteria? I mean, it's quite easy. If you want to take this down, there's a web link, www.gov.uk/guidance/immigration-rules. And if you go into Google and you type in UKVI immigration rules, it will come up with the same link. So when you're applying for your visa, and this isn't just because for business visitor, this could be for general visitor, medical visitor, any category. Make a checklist. Have you got all the documents you require? Have you submitted all the documents that you require? And sometimes what we'll do is we'll ask other people to fill in the forms for us online because maybe we don't have enough time to do it. If you're going to do that, make sure you proofread it afterwards. They can't second guess. Maybe you were married a different name, maybe you were divorced, maybe you live in a different house than the one that they've got on their records. It could be anything. So proofread your own applications. Because when you sign that application, you're making a declaration that all the information there is correct. Okay? Next thing is, if you think something isn't relevant, it probably is. Mention it. The officer will decide whether it's relevant or not. So mention everything on your form. Give yourself enough time to apply. Do you need to travel in a hurry? Do you need to get to the UK urgently? Standard processing time is 15 working days for a visa. That's working days, doesn't include weekends, doesn't include public holidays. 15 working days. Priority visas are 5 days. SPV, next day. Our colleagues in the Department of International Trade, they have their high value contact procedure. It's basically what it is when somebody wishes to travel to the UK, and maybe they'll contact our colleagues in the DIT, Department of International Trade, and they'll say, this person here is travelling on this day here, and they just want to be aware of when will the visa be ready for issue, will there be any problems with issuing on time for this person to meet their itinerary. And the procedure is not for our colleagues in DIT to influence or to direct any decision made by UKVI. But we will work together. Because if we find there's going to be, and these things happen, sometimes there's a power outage, sometimes you don't get all the information back on time, so we communicate and we keep them up to date with everything that's happening. So that they can go back to you and say, there will be a slight delay, but we're pushing this through as a priority. Okay?